Alrighty, hello everybody. So today, because I've finally sitting down, I've actually really been playing a lot of Overwatch 2 lately, really enjoying that game. Really got me back into Overwatch, and now I'm just, yeah, playing a ton of it. So I really haven't actually sat down to review some of the movies that I've watched recently on Netflix, but I figured have today. Just finished watching House of the Dragon. Oh my God, phenomenal show. And I think it was, yeah, like it was really good. Really makes me want to go back and watch Game of Thrones now, which I think I might do uh, when I get through a little bit more of my Netflix list and actually start reading the book that I'm supposed to read. But hopefully by that point, hopefully by the time this video comes out, I have already done that. But today we are going to review the movie She's All That, which is the oh my God, what am I trying to say here? Which is the yeah, original compared to the remake. He's All That. They just gender swapped the roles in the new one. And so I went back and watched this one because I figured I kind of wanted to see it again, just to see if the two even were similar in comparison. And I guess they kind of were in a sense because it seemed like it was supposed to go off looks in this one too, but I guess maybe they were. This one seemed more like they were picking the person with the like kind of lowest social status because they weren't necessarily going after the least attractive girl in this one, or at least it didn't seem like they were trying to do that in this one. But yeah, because she was already like the people they pick are already pretty, or good, like pretty or handsome, I guess, in the aspect of both movies. And yeah, in this one, the girl was already pretty, and all they really did was just take her glasses off and give her a little bit of a makeover and put her in her dress, and bam, she's like out of this world beautiful, right? Or that's the way it's supposed to seem. But yeah, they make a bet, and his friend, who is played by Paul Walker. So this movie is starring Freddie Prinze Jr. Playing Zach Seiler, I think. What's how you pronounce his name? Rachel Lee Cook playing Lancey Boggs, who was the main girl of the film. Matthew Lillard played Brock Hudson. He was the principal. Oh my God, was he in the new one too? I'm trying to think now. Was he actually in the new one? He was too. Oh my God, that's too funny. Okay, so he was in this one, played Brock Hudson. Oh, wait. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of who he was in this movie. How was he even involved? Maybe he was part of the football team? Or was he one of the friends? Oh, right. That's who he was. Okay, he ends up taking Siler's ex, and he was running this television show. Right. Okay, that makes sense now. And then Anna Paquin was Mackenzie Siler, so his little sister, right? I do believe. I guess she must have been. Now I'm trying to think. Oh no, because it was. Did he have a sister in this film? Oh my God. Well, how can I not remember if he had a sister or not? I know she had a brother in this one, but I don't remember him having any siblings. I don't think he did. I think he was an only child, wasn't he? If I'm remembering correctly. Interesting. Honestly, don't remember. And his dad's like, he thinks his dad trying to peer pressure him to get into college, so he actually hasn't. I don't think he actually ends up putting in any like applications because he thinks his dad wants him to go down a certain path. And I mean, he's a football player, so a jock type style guy, right? So he's supposed to be wooed on by all the ladies, sort of thing. And his ex is just absolutely like awful to everybody, including him. And then she gets broken up with basically in the same way by Brock as she did to him. And who is his ex played by? Oh, Taylor Vaughn, played by Jodie Lynn O'Keefe. Okay. And then Eldon Henson played Jesse Jackson, who was one of his friends. And who else was really main cast in this? I guess that was pretty much it. Okay, so yeah, they make this bet, right? And then obviously we kind of know how the story goes because it was very similar to He's All That, except for her friend betraying her for the music star. He does it a bit more deceitfully because he tries to convince Lainey that he's the better match for her, in a sense, by, I guess, telling her about. Yeah, he tries to compete. What was the thing that happened between the two of them as to why she ends up going out with him? Oh, I think it must have been because he told her about the bet thing right in front of him. Yeah, and then she picks him over. She picks his friend over him, and then obviously he comes clean about everything, and I think obviously his buddy shows his true intentions as to what he was going to do the night of the prom. So she goes back to him, and he says he'll do what he has to do in order to, hold up his end of the bargain for the bet because he ended up losing anyway in the end. So he ends up going naked to his graduation, which was just absolutely hilarious. But so yeah, there was something else. I swear to God, there was something else that happened. Oh, right, the party. That was it. When they all go to the party together, she gets shunned out for it, I think. But he defends her brother at school when he's getting bullied. So but then he ends up falling for her, right? And it was just supposed to be a bet. So, yeah, a whole mess of a situation there, obviously. And I think that pretty much covers it because the story was kind of very similar, like to the reboot, I guess, of this movie. Yeah, I feel like I'm forgetting something else big that happened in this movie, but I can't really remember. I think that's pretty much it. He tries to go and save her at the end, and then she's already at home. Or no, does he go to her home? I think he just goes to her home, and when she gets back, he's already waiting there. Right, because he couldn't find her what hotel they were at or whatever. But obviously she didn't go through with it. And again, they live happily ever after because why wouldn't they? It's a Hollywood movie, kind of the whole early 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s rom-com type deal where she forgives him. But yeah, don't make a bet with your friends to think that you can change somebody because you probably most likely can't. And if you really like somebody, you'll like them for who they are, not for who you're trying to make them, right? Which I think was a pretty good message in this movie, for sure. So yeah, I think other than that, that's pretty much it for this review besides my rating. So I gave this movie a 6 out of 10, which I think was slightly better than the reboot, obviously, because not much better, but yeah, just because it was kind of the same concept. Like, I felt like they were trying to prove like they could turn a very unattractive girl in their eyes into an attractive girl for the prom and make her into prom queen, which is not something you should do. Anyway, it's kind of, yeah, it's a very crappy bet to make with your friends, and it'll probably end a lot of friendships as is proven in both these movies, clearly. So anyway, 6 out of 10 for this movie. And if I did forget anything, I'm very sorry, because it has been a little bit over a week since I've even watched it. So yeah, I'm really trying to go off memory. So I hope I did well enough for this review. Trying to remember most of the story anyway. And yeah, see you guys in the next review. Bye bye for now.